Hi guys, welcome to our 8-week off-season strength block number 1. The focus of this block is going to be powers, pulls and squats. Okay, so exactly like it says in the title, we're going to do a lot of power variations, we're going to do a lot of different pulling variations, and you have squat sessions 3 days a week. When we break those 8 weeks down, you're looking at 4 2-week, essentially mini cycles. Okay, so every 2 weeks, the training looks pretty similar. Okay, so week 2 looks very similar to week 1 with some slight percentage increases, slight different variations of the lift, but you're basically doing the same thing twice, a little bit heavier, okay, to get that linear sort of progression. And then when we go into the next week, you've got a slightly different format. You'll do 2 weeks of that and then rotate back to the start again, okay? So do not be surprised at all if the sessions feel quite similar throughout those 8 weeks. The main thing we're trying to build here is consistency at that 80% plus range and developing that high-end strength. When we take a look at a week of training, essentially what you have here, guys, in the program is 3 full sessions and 1 sort of half session, okay? So as you can see, the Monday session is a full session, Tuesday is a half session, Wednesday is a full session, you've got Thursday off as usual, and then Friday has a full session. You can either do that on Friday or you can actually switch that to Saturday if you prefer, if that works out better for you. Then you have 1 free day over the weekend where there's nothing programmed on this strength block. Okay, so let's talk about how you're going to integrate that into your current prepared training. First thing is you're going to pretty much forget about main 1 and strength extras from the prepared program. Okay, this program is going to take over those bits. Okay, so this is the first thing you have in your training session each day, and then we're going to add things on top of that. If you are following this program, we're assuming that strength progressions is your main focus right now. Okay, so do not be adding in a bunch of extra CrossFit stuff on top of this and expecting to get the results out of it. What we do suggest that you can add in from prepared is the gymnastics, the engine work, sometimes the main 2 session, and then also the accessory if it kind of fits, if you have the time for it on that day. So if we take a look at those sessions, the Monday, the Wednesday, and the Friday, there are full sessions. They're going to take about 60 minutes, maybe 75, 90 minutes, depending on how much warm-up you take or how much break you take in between training pieces. So if you're doing 1 session a day, this is going to take up a lot of that, and you can add in 1 extra piece. We suggest that that would be either the gymnastics or the engine from that day. If you're doing 2 a days, you can add in a small piece. We suggest the gymnastics into that session, and then later in the day, you would hit your engine or either your main 2 session. If you're choosing the main 2, try and stay away from you can chop and change throughout the week. Try and stay away from the high volume squat workouts. There's already a lot of squatting in this program, so you don't want to add in a lot of wall balls or sort of box jumps or barbell squats on top of that. That is why we suggest that during this 8 weeks you focus mostly on the engine sessions, because you can apply a lot more intensity to those without having the sort of negative damage to your body that's going to stop you getting the progress you need on these squat and pull programs. The half session that you have on Tuesday, you can add a little bit more extra volume into that. Potentially that's a chance to add in a main 2 session if you still want to get some CrossFit in during the week. Again, we suggest that that is one of the less leg dominant sessions, and drop that into there. And then you have your extra full day at a weekend. This is when we suggest that you can just do a CrossFit day. So take a workout from the week, add that into there. Don't add any extra strength stuff because you have plenty of that throughout the week. So get a CrossFit session in, do your gymnastics, and if you're doing double days, then you can add in your engine there as well. A big thing to think about throughout this whole strength cycle, if you've not been used to a high volume of lifting, this is going to be a high volume for you. You want to take a look at your nutrition and your recovery, making sure you're eating enough to support this level of training. and doing what you need to do to recover in between sessions. Don't all of a sudden just do a huge increase in volume of training and not bring up the level of recovery and nutrition to match that commitment. We really hope you enjoy the strength block, guys. If you have questions about it during the whole cycle, then just send it in. But you'll see almost everything has that needs it has a demonstration video. You've got all your personal percentages into there, as long as you have done previously a back squat or front squat and snatch and clean and jerk max. You can input your data into Fitter and it'll give you all your personal lifting goals throughout the whole cycle. One final thing that I'll say is try and stick to those percentages, guys. Just because you are now on a strength cycle, if it tells you to go to 90%, stay at 90%. Don't treat every session where you're allowed to go heavy as a max out session. Okay, we're going to save that towards the end of the cycle. So be smart during this and don't start adding extra max outs in all of these sessions, guys.